If we can't see our work, then we can't communicate our work to other people. We're left in a situation where we have to describe our work, and we're always going to take shortcuts when we describe our work for other people. We're always going to be in a hurry to get back to work, so we're going to under-describe our work for other people. And describing your work takes a long time. There's a lot of details that are going on. It is simply easier to be able to see the work that is going on, the decisions that are being made, what's stuck, who's doing what, etc. And from the very beginning of writing Personal Kanban, and even before that, when Tony and I were doing the work and the research to be able to write the book, we were working with people who were desperately drowning in work. And most of that work was simply either describing their work, answering questions about their work, asking other people questions about their work, asking people questions about how their work with their work, that we bury ourselves in the minutia of describing things, and we can't actually get any work done. And so then when people come and say, "Can you do something else?" you say, "Yeah," because you don't have any way to not say yeah. So, your brain isn't built for holding all of the details of your work in your head. And if you've made promises to 5 or 6 different people to do 10 or 15 different tasks, if you don't write those down, if you don't make those visual, if you don't set up something that says, "Hey, look at the board, this is what tells you what I've promised to do," you yourself will both forget the promises that you make and B, drown yourself in trying to remember. So you're probably making hundreds of commitments a week and you're not even aware of it. It's definitely true for me. And your brain can only hold like 7, maybe 10 things in working memory if you're lucky. And most of those just go into like the one task that you're working on right now. So you're working on this and it's for this person and it's due by this date and it requires these things and I've got to get this done for it and this piece of tech didn't work. There's a lot of things that we're dealing with every day, and it's not at all surprising that we or other people drop the ball, because we're not setting something up that doesn't make us have to carry the ball. So if we could just put the ball on the shelf and say, "The ball's over there, I'm going to pick it up later," then we have to carry the ball. That means that we're all holding people accountable all the time. We're saying, you didn't finish this, you didn't finish that, you didn't finish this, you didn't finish that. And we're really mean about it because we know that we don't finish things all the time and we feel pretty bad about it. So we can fix that, and we can only fix it if we can see it. So the Deming thing is it's always 85% system problem, 15% individual. Those numbers are fairly arbitrary, but the point there is that almost all the time we're blaming people for the fact that we've just not built a system to make them successful. So if the system is invisible, if you can't see how work is working, then you blame each other all the time and you blame yourself. "Oh, I didn't get that done. Oh, I didn't get that done. Oh, I'm such a loser. I'm such a failure, blah, 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 blah." And that's terrible. And so it destroys your self-worth. It destroys your team's ability to finish the work, to make the deadline, to get stuff done. And so, what we want to do is give ourselves permission to actually be professional. So it is professional to gather data and to manage our work and to do these things. And that is best done in a Kanban or in an Obeya or in something visual where you've taken the bulk of that cognitive load and you've put it into a simple system. And when we do this, it dramatically changes how we feel about ourselves. Not, "Oh my God, I'm the Jim that doesn't get work done," or "I'm the Jim that overpromises and underdelivers." It's, "I'm the Jim that takes on a task, knows what the task is, gets the task done." And then strangely enough, when things are successful, I feel more successful. just straight up. That's just a thing, right? So you want to make a board. You want to make a board that shows, so that you can see your capacity, your patterns, your progress, impending doom, the things that you need to see for your work. So that kind of looks like this. Look at that. It's a board. What a shock. Just the simple, basic personal Kanban board that we talk about in the book, in the personal Kanban book that won the Shingo Award and everything so many years ago, is that we have options, we have doing, and we have done. And even this simple format, which you should definitely improve upon once you start working, the act of sitting down and writing down all the things that you need to do and putting them into these buckets. These are the things that I've already started. These are the things that are like looming. You can see almost immediately, this is too many things for one person to finish. It's just too many things for one person to finish. This is not hard math. This is too many things to finish. So you want to move these things back over so that you have a nice WIP limit for yourself, a work in progress limit, and then you can focus on this work and finish it. Focus on this work and feel better about yourself. Pull things in when they're needed, not when the person immediately asks for them, but when you can actually deliver it because you can have access to the people you need to talk to, because you have access to the systems that you need, because the work has been properly defined, because you've already had those conversations, etc. So you're doing the right work at the right time with lots of fanfare. And then you're also seeing, as this stuff is coming up, you're seeing it as a list now. You see it, and you're not processing it as, oh my God, this, oh my God, this, oh my God, this, oh my God, this. You're processing it as, oh, this is a list of things. Well, that's a lot of things. I should probably get rid of some of those. I should probably do some of those. I really like doing some of these. I really hate doing some of these. You can start to see patterns. You can start to notice how to manage that work, and then feel better about the work, right? So that is, the value proposition for this is that now with these boards, as a leader, you can now lead without micromanaging because you can see the work that's being done. You can be part of the work as it's being done, as opposed to saying, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Which I guarantee you is not a fulfilling job description for you as a leader. So micromanagement is not leadership, but being able to build a system where you see what's going on, everyone else sees what's going on, and then everybody reacts in a friendly, professional, collegial, focused way. That's leadership. That's awesome. So go do that. As an individual or as a team now, you have the ability to see what you're working on, pull in work when you can do it, and then focus on it. You can focus on it collaboratively. You can focus on it on your own. It says here, saying no effectively. That's always a thing because people have a hard time saying no. But what I prefer to think of this no as is more of a how. That no isn't a screw you, I'm not going to do that work. But no is, hey, that work needs to be done. I don't have the capacity right now to do it. How are we all going to adjust to make sure that that work does get done in the best possible way? Are we going to give it to somebody else? Are we going to lighten my load somewhere else? Are we going to reschedule it? Are we going to make it collaborative? What are we going to do to focus on the word effectively? Don't focus on the word no. Focus on the word effectively. And then that last bit is stop blaming, in the royal blaming of blaming everybody and everybody else, and also stop blaming yourself for work that is not being done. And that is why we want to see our work. That is why we want to build a Kanban. That is why we want to build an Obeya. That is why visual management is imperative for all human beings at all times.